if you're real casual with them, ask for a specific date and time. Yeah. To actually chat with them in a three-way, and make sure one of us are available for that three-way, and that. And you maybe want on here gives you some suggestions as far as implementing the power of three and so forth. So watch the YouTube videos; those are great training opportunities for you. So do that. Bobby, maybe you want to explain. Bobby came up to my house. Was that last Sunday?
Last Sunday.
Yeah, maybe Bobby wants to talk a little bit about our experience, because I was in training. Little did I know.
Oh, it was crazy. Well, I don't know who I had first or whatever, but
Diane, I think.
yeah, and she had all sorts of questions, and we got Tommy on the three-way, and it was just like, once we got her going on it, we just kind of sat back and watched the conversation go back and forth between what I had on the three-way and Tommy, and it was a good one. And I learned a lot. Yeah, it was easy. It's great for and you guys to learn as your team grows how to do the three-ways.
Yeah, I stayed in my.
Yeah.
I stayed in my phone until it was explained in this one of the people.
Good. Yep. And that way we all basically learned how to say the same thing all the time. And it works.
So if you set a specific date and time for doing a three-way, and you're going to include one of us, give us a little bio. Say, okay, this person, you know, is maybe middle-aged, whatever. She has diabetes. She's on these meds. She can't sleep at night, blah, blah, blah. So that we know what to say. So we can sort of think, okay, this person, definitely the slim. You know, can't sleep at night. Probio 5 is great. You know, the Bio Brothers is a great combination. So that way we're sort of prepared as well. You know.
I think with that, on the three ways, it's really important that we get our, sorry, that like falls right here. Right there. Our invitation down, like we were talking about. Just because when you do start, for one, I know for me personally, I wasn't as confident, and I was a little like, oh crap, I really hope no one asked me about Plexus because I didn't know. And rather than, you know, you're in the grocery store or something and someone approaches you and says, hey, I saw your post on Facebook about Plexus, what is it? And instead of you standing there going, like totally blank, forget everything you already know. You can do something as simple as the health and wellness company. I'm so excited. Natural products. I would love to share more information with you. How does tomorrow 10 o'clock sound? Done. Simple as that. That way, for one, you feel comfortable and you're not puking Plexus on them and having them walk away going, oh my gosh, I should not have asked that woman anything about Plexus, because you don't want to go, oh yeah, Plexus is this, and they have these vitamins and these many products and da 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 da. That's what the invitation's for, and the invitation is to get them into the three-way.
This is sample invite.
Okay. Yep. So it's really, really simple. I think the simpler you keep it, the better it is to start to do the invitation and do a three-way. So that was my little tip.
And also the invitation is posted on Amy's Facebook page. Amy's what, Amazing the Pink, whatever, right? And Terry's Think Pink Team. So it is on there in that in the conversation.
You could go.
Oh, what? Well, that's because I'm so used to talking. The next thing I want you to know is the Path to Diamond. That's also posted on Amy's page and my page. Go in there and sign up. I believe when you first initially sign up, it's capital D for Diamond and then the number 1. So Diamond 1.
Have you guys done that yet? All of you?
Or you can register and make your own password.
Yeah.
You register and make your own.
And that's what I did after I signed in. Go in and do that. There's a lot of resources in there. Just play around looking at the different toolbars. There's a getting started page and so forth. So there, you just want to go play around in.
It's the web page that our uplines designed for us.
So,
yeah. And I think part of that, and I really like that they called it the Path to Diamond, because there's this quote, I'm going to read it, and I really like it. And it says, how can you know the route to take if you don't know where you're going? And that's essentially to talking about our why. And That's something I definitely want all of you to do. And when you sign new ambassadors, it's one of the first things they should be doing also. Your why is what's driving you emotionally to develop a successful business. Your why is your long-term vision for success in your business. It's important because there are going to be times in this business, as in life, when it's not all rainbows and unicorns. And you might get discouraged or have someone say to you, you're in network marketing, this is a joke. Whatever, this is another fad, this is a company. And you need to be able to go back to your why and know why you started. And that belief in this company, in the products, and more importantly, the belief in yourself has to be there, because that's what's going to get the people to even listen to you at all. If someone says to you, what is Plexus? And you're like, well, you lost them already. You know, they do not trust you at all. So no matter what you said, even though you know it is an amazing company, they are great products, you know, it's amazing opportunity. If you don't have that belief, you can't be successful. So that's one of the first things that I want all of you to do, is really sit down and think why you are doing this. You know, why did you choose Plexus? Obviously, we all want to be healthy, want to help others be healthy, but for me also, I want the financial freedom of it. I have two kids. I'm a single mom. I don't want to have to rely on their dad. And I've seen my whole family go through diseases associated with being overweight and you know, heart disease and type 2 diabetes and all that kind of stuff. And I don't want my children to follow in that step. So I want to be a better mom. So that's part of my why. And it should almost make you want to cry, like me right now. I want to cry, because that is my fuel. That is my passion. For every moment that someone tries to squash what I'm doing and think it's a joke, I just go right back to why I'm doing this, and I believe in this, and I believe in myself, and I'm going straight forward to Diamond Town, and the train's on the track, and the path to Diamond is laid out for us, so follow it, and you'll be successful. You have to have that belief in yourself first before you can do anything else, and that's part of your why to be in this business.
I'd like to add to that, as you learn more and more about the products, like I've been gradually adding products, and I'm, like I said before, I'm up to 8 products now that I am using from Plexus. You become passionate about it, and you speak from your heart, and when you speak from your heart, people can tell that, and that helps build the excitement and the enthusiasm, and that's where you can share your product knowledge with the potential customer and or ambassador.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
When I saw how much the company has grown since it started, and I saw that on there, how big it is, it's like, oh my God.
It's right. It's like 60%. Yeah.
2 years.
Yeah.
2 years.
And we are, well, this
That's
year,
$3 billion company.
yeah, we're a $3 billion company.
So this is really the ground floor of a company. So, you know, you think about, you see the people that, you know, sold Tupperware or whatever, and you're like, oh, I wish I was one of the first. And, well, you guys are the first. You know, there's nobody else around here that's doing this. And there's a reason why the company is so successful, because the products are amazing. If the products weren't amazing and helpful and changing lives, the company wouldn't be where it is. So just always remember that you are on the right path, and you are not alone, and in any moment that you feel like frustrated with something or whatever, just definitely reach up, you know, contact myself, contact Terry, contact Amie. And as you start building your teams, just don't ever forget that you are, as soon as you sign your first person, you're a leader. So as soon as you sign one person, they're looking up to you. So you have to, if you aren't committed I guess, and you're signing people and you're committed to helping them, then you need to let one of us know, because we don't want them to be flailing in the wind. But I would hope that all of you would, really embrace it and know that you have the power to, change lives. You're changing your own life, you're changing the lives of others, but as soon as you even get that one person, you're a leader. So that's so important, and I thank you guys for coming here to learn and all of us to grow together, because I don't know everything, I can tell you that. But I try, and I'm learning every day, and I'm going on stuff, on the path that I'm in every day, and looking at videos and whatnot, and it's important for not only your personal growth as a person, but in your business. So.
Okay, so I think it's very important. Order product catalogs at least, so you have them as well, because you need to get that out, and plus you need to know that catalog front to back and prices and so forth. I'm still learning. I'm so.
I know you have to price them memorized.
I think we can get 50 of them for $49.
No, this is 25. Isn't it 25 for like $14.99 or something? Yeah, something like that. Free shipping till midnight. So anyway, that's great information. Pardon? Okay. So what we want to do is, once you get an ambassador, if you don't feel comfortable training your new ambassadors, get a hold of us. We can help you. Another great opportunity is we hold opportunity meetings. There is one January 21st at the Riverport Inn. So invite people at 6:30. Gabby and Nikki again will be hosting that, and they do a wonderful job explaining the product line, and also they can go over the compensation plan. And I've been to 4 of them now. I keep going because each time I go, I keep learning more and more about the product, and that's what I like about it. So take advantage of opportunity meetings. We also hold them at Brewski's in Utica. There's some in Rochester.
There's also the recording on the Volkswagen on the Getting Started page, and also on the Healthy Wealthy page on the top, where I have the picture of the diamond is in process, and there's a recording on there of Gabby and Nikki explaining the products. That's super helpful.
I was listening to that today.
It is rather lengthy, so if you want to do it, inspections. But I listen to it and make notes, and I feel like I do learn something.
It's about an hour long.
Question, your opportunity meetings in Rochester, are those posted anywhere? Because we can add you to
Yes, there's a Rochester opportunity meeting page. And then
because I told her that there was meetings out there. I knew there was.
And whenever there is one, I usually will post it on our team page so that everyone can see it.
Okay. So with these opportunity meetings, I sort of lost my train of thought. We want you to learn the products. So here we have Plexus products, science and details. I don't know if I have enough for everyone. This one there?
Yeah, I printed off all the stuff on the one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you have that. Yeah, okay, that'll help you learn about the product and so forth. And so please make sure you learn the product. Opportunity meetings are a great time to ask questions if you have questions. It's also the time to bring potential ambassadors or customers, because then that way, if they have any questions, you can talk to your ambassador or an upline ambassador and get your answers for those people. Okay. Yeah, if what's in it, yeah, it's listed as to what's in it and everything, so that's really, really good. Do you want to explain? Those of you that have signed new ambassadors, I only have 3 of these. I'm going to have to print more. It sort of gives you what to do. So you have one. Oh, okay. I have 3 of them, so we're going to have to figure out. We're going to have to print off more. Like I said, we weren't expecting this many people, and Amie was just trying to train her people, so I just printed enough for her pretty much. They're on the site, yes.
Yeah, because I,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. But I guess also with that, make sure you go into your Plexus back office. Does everyone know how you get into your back office? Okay. Play around in there, especially with,
Yeah, does everyone understand their back office at all? Have you guys had a chance to go into it and wait? Okay.
And the resources too, I mean.
Yeah, the business builder is good. That will help you with your automatic reports. I think most of you already have that going on. It's like
yeah, go under resources. Under resources, it gives you knowledge. It talks about comp plans. It talks about, it gives you examples on how to do opportunity calls. Play around in your back office. Get to know it. That's where you do your direct deposit or your e-wallet or whatever as well.
you just know how to check what your paycheck is going to be.
No.
And check it out.
Go to your main screen, the home page. Is that where I'm and then on the top where it says reports, scroll down to year-to-date report or year-to-date totals report. And right in there, you can click on 2005. Nothing will be posted yet for most of you.
Where do you go? I'm sorry.
Year-to-date totals report. Under your reports. Up on top.
And for some reason, mine is kicking me out.
You're putting over in its space.
I think so.
Oh.
So anyway, I guess the main thing is go back there and play around, especially on the reports. You're going to learn about your qualifications. Yeah. And that's where you can also check on your customers and when they last ordered, what they ordered, and that sort of thing. You can also, by your ambassador genealogy report, your sponsored downline. Oh, I'm sorry, am I talking too fast?
The reports ambassador genealogy. Like, you'll have, you have level 3 now.
Genealogy, ambassador genealogy. I gotta get back in here. Yeah. Ambassador genealogy report, sponsored downline. And then, okay, yeah, and I always do a few extra levels. I think you have ambassador in Carol, correct? I always go down a couple levels and then you hit process report.
I can do that now.
Yeah, you can do that now. You should probably be the only one since you don't have any. Like that. Go down to 3. Once. Process report. I'll just go over your back office. So does it say your name and your level 0? So your level 0? I am at 25 points. So play around in this back office. And that you can also see your financials, your weekly financial will be posted each week, as well as your monthly financials.
Right now.
Right.
You don't want to see your weekly financials.
Because what happened was, okay, to get to the weekly financial, you go to reports, and then down to financials, the drop down to financials, click on financials. Are you there? Okay, then weekly should already be highlighted, and the past week you can hit commission detail, and that should open up another window for you. And, do you have money?
The last one
So she can try to be, but if she,
so maybe
she should say.
Well, see, that's, okay, so it's not this past week. That won't be posted till what, maybe next week, probably tomorrow? Right, they're like a week behind for processing. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I just don't think the transaction be money started. That's where I got my.
That was probably from your, from the Schell side, yes. Yeah, so that is your building focus. Okay. So, but anything, anyway, I guess the main thing is go in this back office, play with it, and everything, learn it. You know, if you have any questions, call us. And another thing is to also go into My Plexus Builder, and when you scroll down a little bit, you'll see Set Up My Site. My Plexus Builder, it's on the far right-hand side in your back office. And there's Set Up Your Site as far as displaying your information. You can upload your photo, your social networks that you use, that sort of thing. Your notification settings is how you want to receive your notifications, your email server settings, and then your mobile app access, which I have to do now since I have a smartphone that I argue with. So, yes, it is. But anyway, just play around in this back office until you get to know it. If you don't understand something, contact one of us. Usually when somebody has questions about their back office, I actually get on my computer too and walk them through it because that's the easiest way to do it. And that. And when you get to training your new ambassadors underneath you, you know, you'll have a good idea of where things are and what you need to tell them. Okay, Hillary, do you have anything else? I guess the next thing is, Hillary, would you like to talk about the compensation plan? Because that would be my next thing. Unless you think there's
No, you can, and then whatever I can help with something that's not.
Okay, you just help me. Are we ready to carry on? The next thing is the compensation plan. Did any of you print that off? I have one. You have one. Okay. Amie, do you have any extra comp plans?
No, I don't.
Okay. Oh, before we do the comp plan, I want you to know that everything, pretty much everything. If you have HSA, first I want to cover, first if you have HSA and private insurance, depending on your doctor, if your doctor writes a prescription, they may cover the cost. So please, you know, check with your doctor if that applies. And then also we have the Plexus handbook. So we'll hand that out. We should have some also guidelines. We don't want to overwhelm you tonight, which I feel we are, but yeah, we'll also
The important thing is you don't have to memorize everything, you know, or you don't have to. Yeah, there you go. And you don't have to know, like I said, know everything.
So go through that handbook and make sure you learn that.
I think the thing that confuses people the most is the points. I think that's the thing probably, and don't you think probably like the points is the most confusing. And for me, when I first started, I think that you think of it, as like shares in a company. So as you grow your team, your points grow, and that's how you advance to the different levels. And on the compensation plan, it shows you how many points you need for each level. Like I'll be senior gold this month, so because I think I'll have like 270 some points or something. Amie should be gold. But then to the next level, to be ruby, I'll have to have 500 points. And for levels 1 through 3, you get 5 points. Level 4, you earn 4 points. Level 5, 3 points. Level 6, 2. Level 7, 1 point.
So okay.
So you get paid for your first 7 levels. So you get points for your first 7 levels.
See, like, an example, she's herself, I'm her level 1, since my modified under me, level 2, and then,
You send them there, Carrie,
no, Brianna.
Brianna, so you're like 4, 5,
Level 3, Brianna would be a 3.
3, 4. Yep,
You're
4.
her level 4.
So, and then, like I said, and then every month, the point value is different. Because they go ahead and figure out how much the company's made, how many active ambassadors, etc. They keep half of it to run the company, and they pay the other half of it out to us as ambassadors. Once you get up to the levels of emerald, sapphire, and diamond, then you're entered into what's called the emerald pool or the sapphire pool, and you get a certain percentage of that half. Does that make sense? So then you get that bonus as well. So at first, kind of when you start growing your team and start getting your checks, for me, at least, it was a pleasant surprise when I got my check, because I was like, whoa, how did I get, X amount? I thought, because every other network marketing company that I had ever been in has never paid in this, there's like 11 ways that you can earn money.
Yeah.
So what you think your check might be, usually always more. Nice. Yeah, okay, so and with that, the building bonus, okay? When you sign your new ambassador, if they purchase a welcome kit, either $99 or $199, the company pays that back to us as ambassadors for helping build, okay? And it's based on, the amount you get is based on which package they choose, either the $99 or $199. But those checks are done every week. So it's kind of nice, especially when you start building your team more. All of a sudden, you'll have an extra $100, $200, whatever, for that week in your account. And you're like, sweet. Not to mention at the end of the month when you get your large check. So I know that when a lot of, when you start especially getting bigger, for me it's like gas money or whatever. So it's really, really nice to be able to make sure that I'm getting, of course that's depending upon how much I'm building and how much you guys are building on that amount, but that's paid to us every week. And that's in our back office on the financial reports part, that's the reason why there's a weekly option and a monthly option. Because it'll say what you made every week, and then what your monthly check is. The point can never go under like $1.80 something, I think. But for instance,
Do you know what it was last month? I don't even-
3 something. I think so. Yeah.
So then we get that times however many points.
However many points. Yep.
Is that
So
those numbers that I was showing you?
So even when you first start building, so Caitlin, you have, so say you do get your, another ambassador and your silver. So essentially that's, 3 people under you, 15 points. So it'd be 15 times whatever the points worth. If it was worth $3 or whatever, there's an extra $45 right there, just in points.
Yeah.
Then you also get,
She smiled.
that's your $100 bonus. Right, and you want them to keep, to keep building, and then you get you earn 5% what's called your override commission on your level ones. So all of your level ones added up, their sales added up for that month, you get 5% of that as well. So see, there's like all these ways you're starting to add more money, more money, more money. Your preferred customers, there's a list of how much of a bonus essentially you get. For your 500 PV, you're making 25% plus that. I mean, it just keeps adding up. So that's where Flex's compensation plan is amazing and like I've never seen before. And people are like, how can you make that much money or do that? Well, because the company offers it this way. And there's videos out there of our CFO, like our national president, Alfred, explaining how he came up with our compensation plan. And it's like, I'm such a me, but I like cried when I watched it because it was so beautiful. Like this is the kind of company I want to be a part of because they care about us and they want us. Yeah, right. Right. And that's the way they've designed this business model where literally how much money you are going to make is up to you. You decide. You know, every month you can say, all right, well, this month I want to add however many new people, I want to get to this month. And then we need to set a plan on how we're going to do that. Is that how you're going to contact 5 new people every day? Are you going to hand out 5 business cards? Are you going to, you know, have, and when I was talking about your why is obviously like this big, huge dream of if money was no object, how would you live? How, you know, that type of thing. But set lighter goals as well. And when you put a plan into that, those goals are a lot easier to achieve. So that's why at the beginning of the month I'll say, okay, what are your goals for this month? Or so that way I can kind of gauge, because as you get bigger and a leader, and this isn't to say anything bad about anybody, but if Susie is just wanting to hang out and be wholesale and have a couple customers, that's where Susie is. And I have Jen over here and she wants to be diamond. I want to know that then, okay, I'm going to give Jen more attention and more time because she wants to build up more. And Susie's okay with where she's at.
And that's like, when she, like, when you ask what are your goals or whatever, just let us know. We don't get affected if you want to take a month off or whatever.
Right, exactly.
But the more you say it, the more accountable we'll make you be, and then you'll be successful.
Mm-hmm.
It will, you know, it will help you reach your goal.
Right.
Like I said, I wanted to start slow. I don't know if any of you know me, but I work at the DMV in Winona here, and it's a very stressful job. So I'm there pretty much. Some days I do too. Anyway, I'm there 9 hours a day.
Hopefully you don't work at the best.
Well, I work at one of the counters. Yes. I'm usually
I'm not one of the people.
No, I'm not.
There was this guy, he came to bolt across the street as I'm trying to go and the license. Jumps on the back of the van, falls, and busts his head wide open. Blood everywhere. And he's sitting there screaming the whole time and running across the street to bust it open his head. Like his whatever did not change. So there was something going on. But literally, I'm outside talking to the cops like that. It's like, what happened? Go inside, they're like, you're here 1 minute late, so I can't do your license. I was like, really? There's like a guy dying outside. So I walked away. Yeah.
Terry obviously wasn't there. But it's not guilty.
But anyway, I said I wanted to start this business slow, and I did. I did start it very conservatively. But now I'm finding out the money I can make. Like in December alone, I in December or December. I mean like, was that November? Anyway, I made $600, and I'm like going, oh wow, you know, this is great. I made $600, and I really didn't do that much. And I'm thinking, what if I put a little more effort into it? How much can I make? So now it's like every night I'm on Dell here, And and even on the weekend, well, it's definitely.
I know, I love how you name stuff.
Yeah.
Like Zoe.
Yeah. Zoe.
Zoe.
I used to be on the
So she was saying Zoe. Zoe was her friend. Now she doesn't need Zoe
I
anymore.
don't need Zoe anymore, so we can go help someone else. I'm on Flexless. That evens out my serotonin, so I'm fine. But anyway, my husband teases me that I have an affair with Schell. So I literally am, because I'm sitting here on weekends doing this and trying to keep track of conversations and everything else. But you know what? He's starting to like
The
paychecks. Yes. So it's starting to be okay. So that's a good thing. So
it's good when it's so much easier, obviously, we all know when it's something we want to do, we enjoy doing it. So your affair with Dell, it feels good.
Yeah. So
right?
Yeah. I love Dell. I do. I love Dell. But anyway, and then when I finally started understanding this comp plan, I'm like, oh, I get money if my preferred 15 extra bucks if my preferred customer orders the slim. Hey, that's great. If I get 500 bucks in my personal value, I get 25%. How much do I have so far? And that sort of thing. So once we start understanding this is great. Because what I'm hoping to, and I don't know if anyone's seen the 2014 income disclosure statement. I have copies here, Amy, if you want to pass them out. My goal is.
These copies of the BMD.
No, I can't do that. I would lose my job.
I would lose my job.
But my goal is to get to senior Ruby at least, because then I will make what I am making yearly at the county, plus that would include my benefits and health insurance to pay for. And senior Ruby on the back of this is a little over 51,000. So that's where I want to be.
I think she should be an emerald so you can drive your Lexus.
No, I'm driving Amy's Lexus first. I don't care what anyone says. I'm driving it first. I'm mom. I overrule. I'm mom. I overrule.
She's my
Yes.
Are you available for a three-way?
She's the one right now. Right now, Amy, get on here.
I don't want to do it.
Well, I can do it.
Okay, Hillary, you want to use mine?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'll just log into Facebook.
Oh my God.
No, this is great.
Everyone was like, they think it's so funny that it comes 3 ways.
Oh, I know. My friends they have the inside joke with me. One of my ambassadors, she's on her point, but she's not, she just wants her wholesale boss. So when I come in about 3 ways, Carla, she's always making
Okay,
jokes.
Bobby, what is?
Amy's doing her 3 ways again.
Oh, right, me! Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, add me to it, Bobby.
And Katie will be
But it's actually Hillary.
Oh, I get to touch Dell.
I love Dell.
All right,
She'll pop up. But yeah, so anyways, Kelly Connolly, to give you a brief history, she was originally from this area here. She moved to Missouri. Her and her husband are in Missouri. And does Kelly have any health issues?
She just got a knee replacement surgery.
So yeah,
She's afraid that the stuff is gonna make her jittery, like other stuff that she's taken. And she wants to get back on horse, and she's got about 100 pounds to lose.
Can you just take your money?
That's fine. No, just keep her until we're done. Okay, we'll let you go. So you got all that?
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, we're gonna let Hillary do a 3-way with Bobby.
I know, and you guys need to watch.
This is excellent team training. This is what we want you to do.
I'm using Dell.
Yeah.
I never knew my Sunday night was going to turn into this. It just got wild. Plexus gone wild.
Somebody should name their team that.
Plexus gone wild.
Bobby, that's going to be your team page. Bobby's plexus going wild. So anyway, the comp plan here is I do plan on getting Emerald in time, but my first goal is to start earning enough money so I can leave my current job. I love the people. I mean, I'm a people person. I love what I do. I strive on giving you can be friends with these people. I strive getting excellent customer service. And that's one thing I like about this company here is that's because that's one of the things that we do.
That's my favorite part about it, is working with people and even my customers. Like, I love checking in with them, you know,
Did you
every
add-
week and
No, not yet.
whatever.
You didn't add me yet.
You did.
You did?
Yeah, mine is.
Where?
Do you guys have a goal? Like, have you even thought
Oh,
about
okay.
what
She
you
didn't.
think as far as money-wise?
Okay.
I want to start slow. I just feel like I need to try to find myself before I
And that's
can
understandable. Yep, and it's great. The littlest thing though, will, like, you just notice there's, what did you order?
the Texas Slim and
Okay. Even though it's all listening, I'm just having this extra burst of energy that you start noticing that you didn't have, even just sharing that. will
Yeah, because we don't want to sell anything.
interest.
It's just sharing. You know, you're just sharing it with other people and helping other people become healthy. And when you say, are you guys, do I have cats? Okay, I'm gonna take that. No, I can't even see you guys, but evidently, I can't, well, obviously I can't see it, but I'll see it in the video. Okay, so,
Everybody there? Like, nobody,
no, I'm not. I have squirrel syndrome, I really do. I have squirrel syndrome, I do. All of a sudden, I was forgetting what we were talking about Brooke wants to start slow, try the products first.
Who just signed an ambassador? I love those four.
Oh, no, I'm not.
I don't know, I didn't, my phone's over there, and I can't see.
Oh, my crush did.
Oh, good. Yay!
Steve Thompson related to you?
I don't know.
So these meals are fun because I your meals are wonderful.
It's like the.
I don't like to do that.
Do you have?
But it's important for you to, and so glad that you're here, so that you do have all the knowledge and the information, because once you do start, you're gonna wanna go full bore, so it's really good that you're, started with this way. But yeah, definitely share, and just let everyone know, but.
Littlest thing.
Right, and on the same token, I know I'm never going to have high blood pressure. I'm never going to have type 2 diabetes. I'm never going to have fibromyalgia. So if I were waiting to have these things before I shared Plexus, what Plexus could help other people with, I would have never shared it. So that's another thing to remember. Obviously, you're not probably at where you want to be health-wise as the reason why you started Plexus, but don't let that stop you from helping others who maybe want to do the same thing, because you might have one of your girlfriends that wants to be on this Plexus journey with you and, be right alongside you. So, on the same token, don't feel pressured, but don't feel like you need to have your own huge story and testimony of Plexus when there are thousands and thousands that are already there. You know how amazing Plexus is. You know how awesome the products are, the company is. That's the part you share. And everything else just falls into place, if that makes sense.
I think when Carol, she started her Plexus, sort of weight loss and energy and everything, and went to what, you were telling me about your finger?
Yeah, I had arthritis in just one finger. And I had bursitis in my hips. I have arthritis in my knees, and it doesn't bother me at all anymore. I used to sit for long periods of time.
I got it.
And then
I have to get out
I got
of
her.
direction.
she didn't even start Plexus.
Okay.
Knowing anything.
I'll let you take over.
Okay, just the littlest testimony, littlest changes in your body, but even like less than you. See that in conversation?
We'll talk about that. Okay, so you got Kelly County.
She didn't read it. So you brought her along.
So,
So,
Hurry it up.
have you tried
girls. and
Okay.
I
feel like that.
My job is a lot better.
See, I'm not. That I'm definitely not, because I do not like cats. And by the way, you have whiskers too from your glasses.
Kids and we wanted this and wanted that. And now my mom doing the same thing. And it's like, I can at least handle it. I won't hurt like yesterday. She did all that. I was late. I'm waiting for you already.
So maybe just say hi and Maria on Jerry's computer. She's doing it or something. So anyway, so this is what you could potentially make in that. It's very obtainable, believe me. So I started out slow, but now, like I said, my affair with Dell has increased. And it's because of Plexus. Plexus is to blame, but you know what? It is worth it. So, so if you have any questions, talk to us. We can maybe help explain the comp plan a little bit better. And as far as this goes,
As far as the comp plan too, have you guys all friend requested Tanya's work? Okay.
make sure you do that. And Aaron, and of course us. You're wonderful online.
Yeah. And friend request all of us. Like everyone gets friend request each other. Because then we all keep everything is reflected. I always try to post something positive underneath this, because then people are seeing, oh, this is working for somebody else right away. Maybe I should ask her, what is it? It's just extra encouragement always helps.
Okay. Then I think we handed out this new customer handbook. This is just a little guide with you can make copies or download your own and make copies, whatever. This gives your customers some ideas. It's mainly about the slim.
I haven't used those yet. I've never given them to one of my customers, but Caitlin, you did. How do you feel that did you give that to them before the meeting? Or when you got the opportunity? Yeah, like that. So did you guys find that?
I feel a little
Good.
Yeah, because it tells you, about measurements and so forth. It talks about the Candida test. And Candida, does everyone understand what that is? Okay. The spit test and everything.
Everyone done it?
Yeah.
What products are you, do you have, which ones do you have? I'm taking
It's scoliosis. And then it also just gives you a brief description of the products and the prices. So this may be a good tool. Also, I just thought of it, if you go into Live in the Pink Life, if you go into the Files tab and any of the groups that you are part of, hit the Files tab, you can research things as far as different conditions like ADHD, thyroid problems, diabetes, that sort of thing. So use that as a tool too. So on each one of those pages, play around with them and get familiar with them so you know what's on there and what you can download and that sort of thing. But the main thing is get on the path to diamond. They have a lot of good training tools there and good talk. And then if you have an opportunity as well to get the word out about your business, Amie and I did a show, and she also did a business expo in Rochester. We got beads and we taped or stapled our business cards. And you can just say, oh, you need a, I did it, the party. Yeah.
I think that if I had to definitely make an announcement too on your Facebook about your new business and your link. Because otherwise, no one's getting out.
Yeah.
No one's getting out. You don't see anything.
And when you post like your Plexus little post, make sure you always say contact me or visit my website so they know who to contact. So that's also very important as well.
Done something like creative with I don't want to talk a lot, but I constantly like nice tracks and copy
So
You're just dropping cards all over the place.
That's really cool. I mean, I should look into this a little bit more. And just, there's a business card.
There's now a Plexus product info page. I'm not sure quite on the name of it, but there is a page out there.
And that might be a good question to get people some of them, right?
Yeah.
I definitely say, hey, does anyone else have any ideas? Yeah, and everyone's so helpful, so.
Yeah. So other than that, did you all see like the symptoms of detox for yourself and for customers?
Yes, make sure that when your customers are starting the probiotic and bio cleanse, that they're going slow with it. I personally didn't go slow. I knew that I was going to have die-off symptoms and I was okay with it. I just wanted to start getting healthy. So I went 4 probiotic, 4 bio cleanse right off the bat. I had terrible die-off symptoms. They're flu-like symptoms. Obviously, the more water I drank and the more time went along, I felt better. I also had die-off symptoms when I started the Slim alone. So you might get some of your customers that say, oh, I'm getting a terrible headache from this. Well, these are all die-off symptoms, so we want to increase our water intake and just really encourage them and let them know that it's worth it. You know, like just keep going. Because I know for me, I kind of hit a like lull at like the 2-month point where I really questioned what I was doing and if I was making the right choice. And I spoke with one of our teammates, who's actually not even like direct on my team or whatever, but her name is Heather B. She's on Living the Pink Life a lot too. She's amazing. And she really helped me through that just doubt that I had, and it was more doubt within myself, and I've really grown as a person, and that's another really amazing thing that I love about Plexus is the personal growth from being in network marketing that you develop. I'm much more confident, much happier, finally love myself. I mean, the list goes on and on. Yesterday I did a training for our team that's out in South Dakota, North Dakota, Western Minnesota, and I introduced myself. It was so funny because the only thing I talked about was how happy I felt, and for the last 10 years I've been suffering with stomach issues and all this kind of stuff, and stopping and being like, well, I lost this or whatnot, but just the way that I feel is so amazing. So that's not
I did not do those. I originally was one of the accelerator. At Thanksgiving time, I decided to join her as my brothers, and my die-off symptoms were pretty intense. I hadn't been back to my for 3 days, but it was worth it. But I think I've learned if you're honest with your customers from the beginning, letting them know that you might feel like this, and even if that's starting off on a low dose, they're more appropriate to say, okay, it's worth it, I'm going to do it.
And also it's a weight loss program and a health lifestyle. So if you have someone approaching you like, oh, I want to lose 30 pounds in 30 days.
Not happening.
Not a good program. You might.
Yeah.
Great, you might, but that's not, and I would never be part of a company that did that because that's so not healthy. That's fast.
Yeah.
It's way too fast, and it's not the way we want to get healthy.
The Bio Brothers actually, the one that I did them from November, from Thanksgiving to Christmas, I actually gained 10 pounds. And that was because my body I've never been a sugar person ever. The toxin was parasitic, was trying to like survive. So I was craving like chocolate and stuff that I've never ate. And I didn't know what was going on, so I was eating it. I gained 10 pounds, but then I was just over at her house the other day and I lost 8 of it right away, within a week. So as long as you know that your body is going to go through some changes and everything, and I probably should have been drinking more water when I did those 5 days.
I guess the big thing is really drink the water,
Yeah, you should drink half of your body weight in ounces of water.
Yeah, if you weigh 200 pounds, you should drink 100 ounces of water.
We don't have any copies of this, but it's
Depends.
No, but this is How many of you guys are coffee? Okay. Just keep in mind, after the top that you drink, you're going to have to drink 2 to 3 large glasses of water to flush it out of your system.
I feel like I was a cellular addict. Pepsi, you can take it back. I love it. I wrote out, and I feel great. No, it's sort of like, it's more like, oh, what is this story thing? Yeah, in the beginning, I was like, oh, well, I'm reward myself. I did a really good job. All the time, and then I was drinking, I'm like,
It does, it tastes terrible.
it tastes terrible. It tastes like it's
I don't necessarily like the process or the process, I feel like I get full faster. But I noticed after a while, the taste.
Yeah.
There's like no taste to my food anymore. Otherwise, no one eats
You're
this.
gonna- You'll start craving different foods. Mom used to hate salads, and now she craves them.
Yeah, Ron and I would go to Brewski's and have a burger every so often, and now it's like, I don't even want, and they have good burgers, and I'm talking Brewski's in Utica, and I don't even want a burger anymore. I want their grilled chicken breast salad. I love it. It is
I was gonna say,
amazing.
yeah, when we went out there for their meeting, that's what you were eating.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It is. It's wonderful. I love it.
And even as far as like, I work there, so I would have cooking like Friday, Saturday night. I used to always just make extra chicken hot french fries, casually just nibbling on them all night long. I haven't done that in months now, and I don't miss it. I don't even think about it. Like, folks used to just consume everything, and they would always just do that food.
But I guess all in all, we have to be passionate about what we do. That way, if whoever we're talking to, the customer or potential ambassador, whatever, they're going to know that we are speaking from the heart and we're sharing. We're not selling. We're sharing our story. And, you know, I guess I'm happy to say, I know I don't have to take Zoe ever again because the Slim takes care of that for me. And also, you know, with, what else? Oh, the Lasix. I was on Lasix for water weight on my knee because I am a breast cancer survivor. 8 years ago, they took out a couple lymph nodes. Little did I know that those lymph nodes help take the excess water out of our body. Well, my feet, I used to call them elephant legs. My feet and ankles would be like elephant legs. Well, my first week on Plexus, 7 pounds lost, all water weight. My feet and my legs are now normal due to Plexus.
Because my grandma had that issue where they had grown up so water. She'd make my wife run to the store and pick out 12 different pairs of shoes to get all that because they wanted more.
Yeah.
And then she ended up, she had COPD, so.
Okay.
And she was on antidepressant pills and ended up taking a little bit too many because she started to lose it. Like at 8 o'clock in the morning and then 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And I was scared about this. It's like, I know, see, my grandfather just passed away from a heart attack and he was diabetic. He's blood cancer, just for finding out that he just got skin cancer. So it was like all this stuff.
And Plexus products may have helped or extended his quality of life. You know, it's not a fix-all. We have to remember that, but it may extend your quality of life. And that's another reason why I started the Bio Brothers is because of me and I come from a very strong history of cancer in our family. And I started the Bio Brothers because the Bio Cleanse oxygenates your body. If you read anything about cancer, cancer cannot live where it's oxygenated. So that's why I started that. The ProBio 5, I started that because that gets rid of all the junk, whatever. So I'm hoping to extend my life because my chances of getting cancer is like 80% higher than most people, again. And yeah, all of us, we're all related. And so with that, I'm hoping to extend my life. I feel great. So, and I'm not on any medications right now. Yeah, I used to take Lasix for my legs, you know, my little pee pill, and then the first 2 hours every day, I'm running every 10 minutes to the bathroom, and believe me, if I wasn't there, oh boy, you know. So, and I'm so happy I don't have to do that. Yeah, I still go to the bathroom a lot because it's flushing through my body, you know, with what I'm taking. But it is helping. And that. And also, I started the body cream, and I've never been diagnosed with rosacea or whatever, but my neck and my chest used to get real red. I don't know how red it is tonight. It might be because I'm excited. And it usually gets red when I get excited. But I've been just doing one arm to the other arm, and you can't, I don't know, I'm starting to tell a difference after it's been a little more than a month. But, you know, on this arm, I used to be really, really red. I don't know if I still am. Or not.
It's not as red as the other one.
Yeah, but this one,
It's not-
because I wanted to show the difference. I wanted to be able to show the difference. Body cream is amazing. I use it on my face. I don't even want to wear makeup anymore. I had little fine lines here. They're, I think, pretty much gone. And it just, my skin feels so soft and so pliable and everything. You know, so the products do work. Become a product of the product, I guess, is what we want to say. And if you need any help, we're here to help you in any way we can. We're all in this together. You know, we are a team. And with that being said, Amy, do you have?
I just have one last thing. Like your eyes, eventually you're going to come to a point where you have fear, and that kicks in. Definitely reach out to us, like whether it's you don't know how to approach somebody, or you know, maybe people are making jokes or something. Oh, she always talking about that Alexis coming together or whatever.
Facebook page looks like an infomercial.
Yeah. Her brother did that once. And I went on there and that's my Facebook page is my business, and I'm going to keep doing it because I've seen how it's changed people's lives. The best thing you can do is always stay positive. And if you have any moments of fear or anything like that, reach out to one of us, and we'll probably be so positive. Yeah, back in the shade. Are there any specific questions that any of you have?
Or somebody's gonna tell you they don't know how to spell plexus. Terry, you chimed in on that one the other day.
Oh, Lucy.
Yeah.
And I thought I was just going to leave that alone.
I'm glad you said something though, because I threw me for a total loop.
Yeah. And then I did my update post, and then she said she's skeptical about the products and so forth. And Bobby, I love what you said. I couldn't have said it any better, because I wanted to say something back, and I just thought, nope, I'm just going to leave it be, because in time she's going to be asking about plexus and wanting to know.
I thought maybe they should put it that way for a reason.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, yes. Go ahead.
Okay. And then along with when you first sign somebody, the best thing to do is ask them to get a list of 20 people who they think could really help with the business. You know,
Who you want on your team.
and who you want on your team, who you want to work with, who you feel comfortable talking to on almost basically a day-to-day basis.
What if it's like somebody that you sign up and then you just don't want to do that?
If they solely want it for the wholesale cost, that's fine.
But we still want to be training them as well.
Oh, yeah.
We still want to have all of the training, just like I said before, the training laid out there, just in case they do decide, once they start seeing it, that, okay, yeah, kind of like Terry, when she's like, oh, all right, well, I don't need more money, how do I make more? So they're also prepared.
Yeah.
So, and yes, maybe some names explain it to it. And it's not like training as far as they have to memorize the plexus here or something like that. So,
Just basically, when you do your training, get them to fully understand the power of the three ways. Do that, and then if there's, as far as like the contact list for the people and everything, that could be a hairstylist. They're great people to have on your team. They have people coming in and out of their chair all day long. If you need a hairstylist, you're gonna do good. And it makes
Okay, good.
which is fine, yeah. And then with your list of 20, you're gonna want to send out good advice. If you really want your team to grow and everything, you have to send out good advice. In the samples that we gave for that, they're great. Otherwise, I think it's
the file stuff.
The files tab on the.
And the back tab.
In the back of item.
Mhm.
And the files tab, they have sample invites that are already wrote out for us. You don't even have to put in, you know, that much thought into it. Just sign up and then get okay on three-way, schedule that three-way. And that will really, I think if each one of you do, what, 5 to 6 for the next 7 days, you'll be silver within a week.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Easily. And once you go silver, go silver again. Give yourself a goal right away. Like, I want to do this again. I want to go silver again. You don't get $100 bonus every time you do, but you know what? You get steps closer to goal.
And
then you get $200.
It's more attainable when you're setting up this when I saw the goals, you know, we do all 3 people rather than think of, oh my gosh, I have to know 1,000 people. And also when you do get those 3 people, help those 3 people get 3 people.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all about the power of 3 and duplicating. So essentially, if you got 3 people, but I know that if you have 10 level 1s, I believe, across the board, who all do the duplication process, there's no doubt you'd be done.
Yeah.
So that's just how the power of 3 is that powerful to be able to
And
spread out.
I believe that's on one of the back pages
Yeah.
of one of your handouts. And that.
So you guys all understand that.
You know, and Emerald, you get your first Lexus. So, and there's 3 different choices.
I'm trying to be Emerald by May.
Yeah, make sure you like it.
I'll show everybody. She's not just about time.
There you go.
Hillary should be like me, and my goal is
I want to there by like July.
I know.
So you can come out.
I
Yes.
But Maui is when? Is that the end?
September.
September?
Okay.
Well, you
We're
can
going
go
out
out.
through August, so no, I think.
Where's the other convention? Arizona?
The convention is in
For anyone.
And that's where anybody needs to go to. If you want to come here, the
Oh, yes, yeah.
convention is $79. That ends today, right? The 11th?
I believe so.
Or is it the 12th? I thought the 12th.
No, it's the 11th.
Okay.
And then it goes up to 99.
But still, that's a reasonable price. You know.
How many days is that for? How many days?
June 3rd to the 7th.
So you have to like pay for your food.
Yeah, you have to buy your airplane ticket.
And there's that incentive too, and that's part of the contest. That you can look at where they get credit. So like if you get a certain amount of credits, you know, you get your registration fee reimbursed. If you get a certain amount of credits, you get your airfare reimbursed. There's different ways.
Yeah.
And if you haven't ever been to a convention and you are serious about this business and stuff, I would definitely.
I don't know, I posted the convention from last year on my wall. I don't know if you all watched it. It's like amazing. Yes, convention they do once a year. And then we do what the Emerald Extravaganza in September, and we're doing leaders retreat, which they have to do on our for leaders retreat.
No, they won't for a while, just because leaders retreats not until.
October.
Yeah.
And that's in Orlando. And that one,
That one's all expensive.
all the funds paid. So that's like your points that I was showing you guys. It's those points added up because they'll help from January.
Yeah, get that power and free going. That's pretty much what Aiden's saying.
And also another thing when you are signing people, the backup order qualification that they have set on, okay? So say you do have someone who's just interested in ordering the products, I would still recommend them going on at the beginning of the month and placing their own order of what they want, not waiting for that backup order to come. Not only because that way they can have the freedom of choosing what products they want, but then as you grow your team, you have those points right away, so you can see where you're going and the goals that you're, wanting to achieve, rather than waiting until the end of the month and you're like, oh, I have to wait and see. I think for me, when I first went gold, it was like I was at 94 points for like the longest time, and I keep refreshing. I'm like,
I was doing that last month.
yes, like, oh, come on.
How do you know, like, I signed Schell, I don't remember, we were at a talking us to the out of qualified.
It'll say when you're back office, it'll say if she's out of qualified or not at the top, and then I'll go back to the stations there.
Is it, report?
It'll say AQ.
Yeah.
Yours,
That's
that's sort of like, we'll want it.
I have an ambassador from Tennessee that I recommend that, she's from Lines and Healthy Wealthy page on Facebook. Yep, she's like, so,
You're
and
auto.
I have a lot of,
The thing that probably
I check on this phone, and I can go out and on this guy's now get customers, or I get, I'll look at my customers report and I'm like, how do we know these people? So then I contact them, and say, hey, I know this reported for me every website, that was so awesome, I even check thing, I really appreciate all of you, send them
We gotta
the
ask
customer.
because I like that where.
Because a lot of times those referred customers, they'll turn into ambassadors.
Oh, I'm gonna start my local store whenever I can't, just like these. Let's just say with Kermit, I do like my teacher, so I mean, everybody loves everybody in school. I mean, it's not a lot of people.
So I'm teaching to you.
I try to have more of that.
Oh,
What can I say? They weren't the good kids, that's for sure. A lot of them are living really. Housing.
Right, well, then, you know what, that's just part of my organization, that's there and sharing with other people. And just believing in yourself, and in what you're doing.
And that's.
And I believe in the power of positivity as well, and then that coming to you is this is what you really believe in, what you want, the universe will work with you to get you to where you want to be. So just keep looking forward and sharing and sharing and sharing, and you might get on the house before you say yes. You might get a yes as a rock star that knows, you know, thousands of people. So you never know what to try.
Hillary, with that, can we talk about follow-up? Because I've had several people say, oh, let me wait until after the first of the year. And what I've done is I've gone and started follow-up conversations. Some haven't looked at their messages yet, but
How long do you wait before you do?
yeah.
What did you send her a message?
What did
Send a
I?
message?
Yeah, well, usually I talked with one girl, I actually visited with her. She says, I'll sign up after the beginning of the year, and she hasn't done that yet, so I did a follow-up. Let me find it.
I did the follow-up, no, Marty, it's nice, and questions about it.
So I think the website.
Yes.
And that's pretty much what I, and of course my computer's being, Dell's being stupid now. What did you do to my Dell?
I trust him. I don't know.
Marty responded by saying, crazy at work, you found my watch.
Right, so that's a perfect thing that, another opportunity where you can say, all right, I realize you're super busy. How does a date sound?
This
But
date,
that sounds like a person that needs to have a date. And if with that being said, also when you start signing ambassadors, one thing that I kind of starting to learn and think is helpful is tell them, you know, like, hey, all right, you want to sign up? I want you to have these products, so it would be best to purchase package, and then when you get to the auto qualification, you want to choose that rather than them sitting there on the computer going, okay, I know I'm going to sign up, what package do I choose? And then because they're starting to think, what package do I choose, they might start to get those little thoughts of, well, I'm not really even doing the right thing. Should I even be doing this? They start to question themselves rather than if you were like, all right, order package F. Then you're going to get to the next page and you're going to select this and that, like tell them what to do so they don't have to think about it, because when they have to think about it, then they might start panicking and second guessing really what they're doing.
With that, when I sign somebody as an ambassador, first of all, I find out what product they need. And then I say, okay, this package here has this, this and this. This is what you would benefit from. I'm going to let you choose what package you want. And then I actually walk them through the whole steps of doing that,
And when you sign into a master, meet with them. Try to meet with them within the 48 hours. If you can. I know we all have crazy busy schedules. And that's why we held this today. on your own schedule, because we had a lot of people join our team this week. So, yeah, if you can meet with them within 48 hours, that's when somebody's usually the most excited about what they get. And then you do.
Or if you can't meet them in person,
Yeah.
message me, whatever. I do have several investors who have signed up, and I call them and call them and call them and message them and message them and message them, and I never get anything back.
Yeah.
So it happens.
We still need those.
If you want to.
Should we wrap this up and just do question and answers?
Yeah.
We don't need that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.